Hello and welcome back to Suspended Fanimation. I'm your host, Dennis Bithoulkas, and it's time for the Sunday edition of Saturday Morning Blast Off. Welcome, everybody. Let me take care of some business first, and we'll get down to it. If you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos my best for your library and pops it up here just for you. And if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below there. And if you're feeling lucky about YouTube actually notifying you when I come on live, you can hit that bell down below, and YouTube may or may not notify you. It's a random throw of the dice, quite honestly. But if you want to take a look at what my schedule is, you can go over to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule up there. I change it out every week. Also, I have the links to my social media there and all the links to my pages as well. Now, I know I said I was going to do the second episode of Obi-Wan yesterday, but things kind of got away from me. So I'm actually going to do it, I think, tomorrow is what I'm going to do. Just again, watch the schedule. You'll see it up there. So, Star Wars Celebration weekend is this weekend. I kind of toyed with going there, and I just didn't want to spend the $75 a day entrance fee, which was kind of steep, I thought, just to watch panels of stuff that was going to be announced. And yeah, anyway, it's not Comic-Con. That's all I can say. It is right across the street from Disneyland too. So for me, I probably would have gone to Disneyland before I would have gone to, Star Wars Celebration, but that's just me. But anyway, there's been a lot of news that was dropped, and not just Star Wars news, a whole bunch of other kind of news. And they're still doing stuff today. Like right now is the Bad Batch panel for season 2 is going on. And I just saw that that was underway. But of course, I'll cover that, I guess, next week is what'll happen. So the trailer dropped for Andor, which is coming out on August 31st to Disney Plus. So yeah, we got that coming August 31st. Andor, which of course is a prequel to Rogue One, where we had the introduction to Andor anyway, the that character. I don't know how I feel about it, quite honestly. I was looking at it and it just didn't do anything for me. It just seemed like another character in the Star Wars universe. And I'll be honest. I mean, I know a lot of people love Rogue One, and again, it didn't do anything for me. It wasn't bad, and it wasn't good for me. It was just kind of there. So yeah, I'm just not really, you know, I'm not that target audience, I guess. Raymond says it looks good. I just want to get away from the mainstream Star Wars. Yeah. It's kind of funny because Kathleen Kennedy said something about that she wanted to move away from the Skywalker saga, which is great, which is what the Mandalorian was kind of doing. Then they kind of brought it back to the Skywalker saga a bit. Now it looks like they are moving away from the Skywalker saga after what happened in season 2. But I don't know about Kathleen Kennedy's stuff that she's doing. So I know she's working on some movies, but yeah, that's great and everything. But I couldn't care less, honestly. Um, Speaking of the Mandalorian, February 2023 is when the third season's supposed to be coming out. We don't know. We don't have an exact date. Just it's February 2023. So yeah, you know what I'll be covering in February 2023. I'll be covering that. So when it comes out. I am looking forward to it. So we'll see what happens. More Grogu, of course. Most likely some more Ahsoka crossing over into it as well. And there's actually some other news too that we're going to get to here. Well, actually, it's the next thing. So speaking of Ahsoka, the Ahsoka live action series is going to be coming. We don't have a release date on that yet, but we do know that live action Chopper, who joined Rosario Dawson on stage yesterday. So they have a live action Chopper, and Hera Syndulla are going to be in that series, along with, of course, Sabine, Ezra, and live action Thrawn. So all of that in the Ahsoka series. I am really kind of excited about that. Yes, it seems like it's kind of taking over, like Rebels is moving over into the live action. I'm wondering if Zeb's going to be there. That's going to be kind of interesting if Zeb shows up as well. Highly doubtful because that's going to be a really hard one to pull off CGI wise. But if anyone could do it, it's Disney. But yeah, I am looking forward to if Chopper is going to be as murderous of a little droid that he was in Rebels. I mean, if you go back, there's actually you can even Google it. Chopper has a kill count, and people have gone through and have tallied up how many people that Chopper has killed throughout Star Wars Rebels, and I'm telling you, it's in the double digits. So yeah, just in one episode alone, near the end of the series, Chopper kills like about, I don't know, 10, 15 stormtroopers by himself. So yeah, you know. Yeah, he's a little murderous little fucking droid, and I'm looking forward to seeing him in live action, and hopefully he'll carry on the tradition. So yeah, I am looking forward to that. John Watts, who of course directed the Spider-Man trilogy, the one with Tom Holland, he is going to be the showrunner for a new series called Star Wars Skeleton Crew, and that's going to be coming to Disney Plus in 2023, starring Jude Law, and it's going to be set around the same time as The Mandalorian. So right after, 5 years after Return of the Jedi, somewhere around there. That Jude Law is going to be in that is going to be interesting. I don't know what the Skeleton Crew is going to be about, but supposedly, John Watts has said that it's looking at Star Wars through a fresh pair of eyes. It's a I guess he says it's not the Jedi perspective, it's not the smuggler perspective, it's not maybe it's just a normal person's perspective. I don't know if people that are struggling to get by, I have no idea, but there we go. It's just kind of an interesting title though, the Skeleton Crew. I'm interested to see where that's going to go. And of course, not non-Star Wars news. November 30th, Willow the series is coming to Disney Plus. Okay. I'm not really I Willow was not a movie for me. It came out, I was probably in my mid-teens, I would say. Yeah, so I was in my teens and it just didn't do anything for me. Um yeah. So I'm okay with that. They're gonna make some characters from Rebels live action. Word 789. Um, but yeah, Willow supposedly Val Kilmer is gonna come back for a cameo as Mad Mardigan. You're gonna get to see what happens to him. We know that Joanne Wally is gonna be in that as well. Um, we saw her in the trailer, so she's gonna be back as well. Uh, yeah, it looks like everyone's coming back to all of this. I'm okay. That's great. Again, like I said, I'm not a Willow fan, but I know there's people out there that are. So there you go. November 30th, it's gonna be there. I'll watch it. I will probably cover it. But yeah, no promises on anything on that. We did get a new trailer also for Thor Love and Thunder, which of course is coming out on July 8th. And so we finally got the full trailer for that. And I liked it a lot. It was a lot of fun. It looks like it's just going to be a blast. I mean, same thing with Thor Ragnarok. There's a lot of people that didn't like Thor Ragnarok. They're just sticks in the mud, I guess you could say. Um, I don't know. Maybe they just didn't get it. I'm sorry. I just like using that one. But no, this one looks like it's just gonna be just as much fun as Thor Ragnarok. And yeah, I'm interested to see where this goes. Christian Bale looked, you know, fairly creepy as the God Killer. So we'll see where he goes on that one. Oh, what else is there? There's going to be a Speed Racer live action series from J.J. Abrams and Bad Robot coming to Apple TV Plus. They've just ordered it to series. Yeah, I'm not interested, quite honestly. One, it's J.J. Abrams. Two, it's Bad Robot. Three, it's on Apple TV. So yeah. Gore had no tentacles, his defining trait. Well, we don't know if he might have them, Raymond. Maybe he's just hiding them. Because I think the toy actually had the tentacles, the toy for the movie. So maybe Marvel, of course, is really good about doing this. The MCU is where they'll put out a trailer without all the special effects in there as of yet, or they'll omit people from certain scenes that are actually in those scenes. Excuse me. Um, so yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with him not having tentacles, but I'm sure they'll add them in at some point. It's the same thing. Like if you go back and rewatch the She-Hulk trailer that came out on Disney Plus on their YouTube page, they redid the trailer with better CGI. They actually upgraded the CGI because they're always working on the CGI. I mean, they've got 2 months before it goes to air. So, of course, they're rendering out these things. It was, like I said, that happened. They put out an early render because someone goofed and released the release date early. Otherwise, they probably would have waited a couple of more weeks and then did a more refined pass of the renders and had a better trailer, if you will. So, June 30th, 2023 is the release date for Indiana Jones 5, The Quest for Adult Diapers. And that's going to theaters only. So, yeah, I don't know what the subtitle is going to be on the Indiana Jones 5, but I kind of figure it's either The Quest for Adult Diapers or, as an old roommate of mine said, the quest for dependable adult care, uh, which is I kind of admit that was funny too. Uh, you know, Indiana Jones 5, the wheelchair of doom, or the nursing home of doom. You can do either one. Um, yeah, the jokes kind of write themselves because remember, Harrison Ford is in his 80s now at this point. So Indiana Jones being up there in age, as long as it's not, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull with fucking what's his name? Uh oh, I can see his face now. The Mutt, the guy who played Mutt. Yeah, Sheila LaBeouf. LaBeouf. I don't think it's gonna have him in there. Maybe they'll actually just have word that he died. Uh, you know, some misadventure and Sheila LaBeouf's character died. John Hurt's dead, by the way. So he died a while back. Yeah, he passed away a couple of years ago. So no, he's not in it. Yes, Shitty LaBeouf. Exactly. Yes, he was in Crystal Skull Word 789, but that was years ago and he's dead now. He passed away. Anyway, some more Star Wars news. Star Wars Tales of the Jedi is a 6-episode short anthology animated series following Ahsoka Tano and Count Dooku. So 3 episodes are going to be about Ahsoka Tano as a baby, I believe is what it is. And the other 3 episodes are going to be about Count Dooku and his fall to the dark side is what's going to happen there. And that's coming in fall to Disney Plus. So, of course, Dave Filoni is the executive producer on that. And I believe one of the Clone Wars writers is the one who's writing this. So he's going to be the showrunner, I believe, for this. So I'll watch it. I'll see what it is. I mean, having Count Dooku before the fall It seems kind of interesting. Liam Neeson's going to be back as he's going to be voicing, of course, Qui-Gon, and Liam Neeson's son is going to be voicing. I think he's doing young Count Dooku because, of course, Christopher Lee has passed away as well. So, um, you know, we've got a couple of people there. For those of you who don't know, there's the Blue Beetle movie, which has been in production. Um, there was a posting of the movie costume out in the wild, and it looks like an exact reproduction of the comic and the animated version of the costume. It's up on my Facebook page, so if you get a chance to go over to Facebook and look up Suspended Fanimation, you'll see it up there, or you can just search Twitter for it. It looks really good. I mean, it looks really damn good. Of course, they're going to put in the wings, of course, CGI, things of that nature. Um, I'm sure they're going to do the hand cannon as well. It's going to be CGI'd, all of that, but it looks really good. I mean, they did a great job on the costume. It looks exactly like the comic. It's hard to imagine that that's actually what they came up with. Considering DC usually pretty much fucks up, or I should say Warner Brothers usually fucks up the look of their characters, even though their characters don't need to be made over for the movies and whatnot. They fuck it up 9 times out of 10. But this time they didn't. I'm surprised. And the final thing that I've got here is Star Wars Jedi Survivor, is what it's called. It's going to be a video game that comes out in 2023, and it's going to continue the journey of Cal Kestis. Cal Kestis. And it takes place 5 years after the Jedi Fallen Order. And so they released a trailer yesterday at Star Wars Celebration for it. And the trailer, we got Cal Kestis searching for something, and he finds somebody floating in a tank, and we don't know who that person is. And there's a voiceover about him failing to get people to join him to follow him and whatnot. So, yeah, yep, it looks good. I mean, I'm gonna of course get it and play it. I liked Fallen Order. Fallen Order was fun, even though it was short. And that you can go back and play him as a dark force user is kind of fun too. Once you go through the first round, yeah. So always a fun thing. That's all I got for you guys. News wise. I mean, there's other stuff that's out there, like I said, but it's not put together well. Raymond says, "You think we'll get his cameo in Kenobi? You talking about Liam Neeson?" As I'm fairly sure he's going to show up in Kenobi. He's got to, because the whole, if you go back, and I don't know if you watch the Cal Estes. I don't know if we're going to see Cal. We might get a mention of him, Raymond, but I don't think we're going to see him. I do think we're going to see Liam Neeson though as Qui-Gon, because of the whole. If you watch the first episode again from the beginning, they do like a kind of a previously on. They show you the movies and all that kind of stuff, and whatever they are cherry picking from the movies to show you is usually what's going to be in the series. It's going to build off of that. And one of them was about communing with Qui-Gon, is what Yoda told, Obi-Wan, that when he goes off into his exile, he's going to communicate with his old master, and Yoda was going to show him how. So I'm fairly sure, because right now if you watch my first episode review, he's lost faith. He's lost hope and all of that, and I'm sure that is part of the reason why he's having the problems that he's having at the moment. So That's all I can say without going into spoilers. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, that's all I got for you guys today. What else am I going to be doing? So I'm Monday tomorrow. I'm probably going to do the second episode of Kenobi, just because I didn't get to it yesterday. There's some stuff I just had to do, and I ran out of time, as per usual. But it's a 3-day weekend, so 5-day for me. I'm taking a couple of days, a couple extra days. But so what else do I have going on? Like I said, Monday will be Kenobi episode 2, season 1, episode 2. Tuesday will be another episode of Is It Worth My Time? I'm going to go through part 1 of Stranger Things season 4. I'll do that on Tuesday. Wednesday I'll be off. Thursday I'll be off. And then Friday will be Obi-Wan Kenobi episode 3 and The Boys. Oh my god, episode 1 of The Boys I'll do on Friday as well. Um episode 2 and 3 of The Boys I'll probably scatter over the weekend. Because I'm probably into the next week as well, just to pad things out a little bit because it's going to start getting crazy all of a sudden. Um, yeah, let me actually take a quick peek. Yeah, at the list here of things that are coming up here. If you go over to suspendedfanimation.com, you'll actually see all of that. Yeah, The Boys comes out on June 3rd. Miss Marvel comes out on June 8th. So yeah, it's just gonna get crazy from here on out, is what's gonna happen. Motherland Fort Salem season 3, the final season is June 31st. Umbrella Academy season 3 is June 22nd. Westworld season 4 is June 26th. So you can see, like, near the end of the month, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse for me. It's going to get crazier and crazier. So, and yes, I'm going to be covering all of that stuff. It's going to be hard with covering Kenobi and The Boys on the same day. That's just going to be a rough one for me. And I can't really push one off to the side. Well, no, because they're actually just going to be dropping one episode at a time. That's right. So yeah, I won't be able to just push one off to another day, like Saturday or something like that. It's gonna be back to back days. Those are the killers. They really are. But you guys will make out because I mean, you get double reviews those days. So with that said, this is going to be a short one today. This really is going to be a short one today because it's Memorial Day weekend and here in the States. So holidays tomorrow, things are closed. So I'm going to go and run a few more errands and try and get stuff done before everything closes down for tomorrow. So thank you to everybody who joined me today in the chat. And thank you if you made it this far in the video. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos in my vast video library and pops it up here just for you. And if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below there. And if you can, hit that like button, the share button too before you take off. Also, if you want to know when I'm going to be on live again, you can go over to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule up there. I change it every week. Also, I have all the links to my social media there and all the links to my pages as well. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you, everybody. I will see you again tomorrow for Obi-Wan Kenobi episode 2. Until then, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, you may end up, I don't know, not going to Star Wars Celebration Day just because it's too much money. And it's right across the street from Disneyland, which is also too much money, but still. Anyway. Thanks, everybody. You have a good day as well, CBM. Have a good rest of your weekend. And if those of you in the States have a good day off tomorrow, I will see you again tomorrow. Until then, stay safe, be well, take care, get those vaccine shots, get the booster shots as well, because they work with the booster shots. And stay safe out there, everyone. Thanks. Have a good rest of your day and weekend, and have a good one, everyone. Have a good one. Bye.